We are pretty much, but it's the one where he gets the wrong cough syrup for his cousin. I was literally thinking of the line of Hillary go night night and falls asleep, and that would have been you if you drank too much whiskey. Yeah, right. Let me tweet this out. Pure baggy. That's good. I'm not ignoring you, honestly. I'm just doing my admin jobs. I've got to do all the checks whilst you chill with the warm glow of whiskey. Fair play. Whiskey and what? Ah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. I can respect that because yeah, Diet Coke is better than normal Coke. I was gonna say, yeah, it wouldn't be Northern Ireland without a bit of whiskey, would it? Philistine. Yeah, yeah. Really? Blech. Blech. Look, look, I I cannot get on board with whiskey in any way, shape, nor form because did I ever tell you this? Excellent. That's always helpful. It's because I haven't been around. I haven't checked the stream yet. So Kylie is muted. Also, hello. Yeah. So Nana, can you let me know
Talkie,
if you can
talkie,
actually hear
talkie.
me at least and
I
Kylie now?
should be. You should be able to hear me. I hate that you guys missed
All of that
probably
goodness.
probably like 5 or 10 minutes of me talking about
I wouldn't
whiskey.
say 10 minutes. I'd say it's definitely less than that.
Yeah. So for our audience, I'll just recap while Pete does his technical behind the scenes work. I am on the whiskey tonight.
Let's check in something. Sorry, one sec.
That's very
Yeah,
loud.
yeah. You need to go up a little bit, me down a little bit.
I'll turn me up. Because I've got you. I've got myself down. So that should be better.
Okay, yeah,
Um, but yeah, so I'm on the whiskey tonight.
cool.
Um, and I'm usually on wine, and I forgot how good whiskey is. And it feels so nice going down.
Mm,
But yeah, so I was telling Pete that back in the day, I used to go to the clubs. But it's because I like the music and the lights and stuff. But I didn't go home with anybody. Not that I judge anyone that does. But I only went for the fun part and dancing. But I always, always, always got whiskey and Diet Coke. So that's what I'm drinking, whiskey and Pepsi Max right now. And it feels so nice. ice.
No Coke, Pepsi.
No Coke, Pepsi. Um, but oh my gosh, I sure. Oh, that's just that. See, that's just fond memories going down.
No comment.
Bueno.
Bueno. The Chad himself is here.
But I will say it is the whiskey is hitting. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. I can sort of see that vacant look in your eyes now.
It's hitting
like
good.
the lights have gone out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I don't care. I'm gonna if I have.
Well, maybe the audience hasn't heard it.
The last time that I ever drank whiskey,
I think you did tell
and
me this.
It wasn't even whiskey. It was bourbon.
Right? Oh, I have
Yeah,
that
that
too.
would tell you it was Jack Daniels.
That's what I'm about to break into is my bourbon.
Okay, fair enough.
Courvoisier.
So yeah, I had a Courvoisier.
Yes.
Show off.
Uh-huh.
So I was drinking Jack Daniels, and I only had one. So I had one, and let's just say that the next 3 days of food,
Oh my
water,
gosh.
and anything else was a write-off.
Oh,
Because no matter what I would do, it would just come back up.
see, that's why you have to be Scottish.
I'm not a filthy Englishman like me. Can't handle his whiskey.
McLeod blood is strong. The McLeod liver is strong.
The McLeod alcoholism is strong.
That too.
Yeah, I know. Look, I wouldn't have said it if it weren't accurate.
But I was telling Pete that the first time I ever drank whiskey, it was with my dad. My dad, who's Scottish, but he was raised in Canada. And so he's like, well, anytime you drink whiskey, it has to be Scottish. And I was like, okay.
Was he at least slurring his words as he said it?
No, because again, McLeod liver never slurred. Never saw my dad drunk. He drank more than any human I've ever seen, and never saw him drunk.
That's a shame. I really was kind of hoping it was like, when you drink whiskey, you never drink. You must always be Scottish.
Has to be Scottish. And then he goes, unless, and he brings this giant bottle down from the top of the fridge, and it's like it has like geese on it, and it's like, I don't remember what it was called, something goose. And he's like, unless it's Canadian.
I think it's wild goose.
Or wild goose, something like that. And he's like, unless it's Canadian. And then he poured me a glass, and it was the worst tasting stuff I've ever tasted in my life. So
wild turkey.
Was there wild turkey? I don't know. Isn't that
There
bourbon?
is a wild. There's a wild turkey.
As long as it says Canadian
bourbon.
whiskey on it on the bottom, that's what it
let me
was. And I'm sorry,
quick
but
look.
always give me
out.
a Scottish whiskey is just the superior whiskey. This is gonna be a fun show, people.
Oh no, I think wild. Oh yeah, wild geese.
Wild geese. Okay, see that.
It's
sounds
like a
about right.
square bottle.
I just remember it was big and like gray or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a grey bottle, but it's like.
Is it square?
Yeah.
It was massive.
Square, yeah.
And
If that says Irish whiskey, I'm like, what?
no.
You know, sod it. Stupid Canadian whiskeys.
But it was a good bonding session for me and my dad, because I was like,
Canadian club.
great. Bueno says, my first drink was at my favorite restaurant in college. Ooh, restaurant. The day after I went to the ER. What, Pete?
What the heck? I'm reading this now. So first drink was a favourite restaurant in college. The day after I went to the ER, my roommate bought me a beer that I didn't like, so he drank it instead. The server bought me a birthday shot, which was pretty good, but didn't go down well with my strong painkillers. Oh no!
Painkillers mixed with alcohol. That's a party and you're gonna throw up.
I was gonna say that sounds like a normal Friday night for you.
Sunday night now.
No, I just meant Friday generally. It's like when you're deciding not to just drink the normal stuff. You're like,
Oh,
codeine and whiskey.
we do not Twitch, we are playing. We are completely joking. We absolutely do not advocate ever doing that. That will kill you. Please don't do that.
It does, yeah.
Full
Please don't.
disclaimer. We're just
But
pretending.
also, yeah, the thing that I was laughing at before is there is a whiskey that I've just seen called Monkey Shoulder.
Oh my goodness. Where is it from?
Well, I searched Canadian whiskey, so
So
I
it
can
must
only
be
imagine it's Canadian.
Chat, I'm
What have you got me on now? You're
I
never got me
know.
searching whiskies. This is
I know.
ridiculous.
Chat, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, although our main chads are here, but why am I turning to a Valley girl when I'm drinking? I thought I'd be more Texan.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Is this how I am at the clubs? No wonder everybody wants to dance with me.
Ooh.
Well,
This sounds interesting. This is definitely not a Canadian one. This is a British one.
oh my gosh, British whiskey.
No, it's called Beeble.
Oh.
British honey whiskey liqueur. Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna write that off. I'm not gonna write that off. I would try that.
You know what? It's £32 a bottle.
It's not bad. Maybe
For a
send me.
for a 50 cl.
Send
I've
me a
already
link.
copied the
I was gonna
link.
say, send me a link. Yeah.
I've already copied it.
See, audience, what you don't know is I have one of those really cool globe wiki. Wow. One of those globe liquor cabinets.
Like the one you see in Inglourious Basterds.
Yes, exactly that one actually. But
I know because I've seen it.
I didn't get it because of Inglourious Basterds. That just kind of helped out to it. I saw it in like James Bond or something when I was a kid. I never forgot it. I loved James Bond as a kid. I would need to go back and watch stuff.
Can I be the bearer of bad news in terms of James Bond?
Are they all terrible except Sean Connery?
No.
Oh, because somebody told me that the other day. They're like, they're all terrible except Sean Connery.
No, most of them are.
But when we were
bad.
But when we were kids, what's his face came out.
Pierce Brosnan.
That one was awesome. But I was a kid.
Which one? Because he did few.
The one with Boris. I am invincible. That one.
You mean Goldeneye, the most famous of all of them.
The
only one, like the one that actually got a good game.
Yes, that one.
Game out of it.
I remember watching that and loving it. You know.
No, I'll be honest, I haven't. Goldeneye's fantastic.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, but that's because Sean Bean elevates everything. Pierce Brosnan is also a very good actor. I think
he's a good. Well, I mean, okay, look, let's be honest. What's his face? The new guy, the newest James Bond.
What, Mr. Charisma Vacuum?
Yeah. Holy
Daniel
crap, Daniel Craig. They should have made Mads Mikkelsen be James Bond.
Yeah, they took a real problem by casting him as Le Chiffre.
He did. He's so cool. Also, he's in the new Indiana Jones movie, which I had no intention of watching, but now I might watch it. Ta-da.
I think it's developed a Mads crush.
I don't know. I don't.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes. How many times have you watched Hannibal now?
Oh my gosh, I'm on my 4th rewatch, but it's not just him. The writing, guys, the writing. If you've not seen Hannibal and you love screenwriting, script writing, the symbolism. I just love symbolism. Oh, it's just a good series. It's just amazing. First season's not great, but the other ones are.
I thought the first season was all right. Actually, it was everything else that kind of put me off.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing. The first season is written very traditionally. It's like a whodunit, weekly whodunit. Police solving crime, blah blah. Then they just gave them a bunch of money and creative freedom, and they go completely off the rails. They just go into like la la dreamland, and I love every artistic.
I'm gonna go back and rewatch it.
It's very artistic, I'll say that.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
It's misconstrued really badly.
Oh, what did I say? Autistic?
No. Yeah, that's what I mean. It could have been.
Well, Will is autistic, so there you go.
Okay then. And I'm guessing that's the main detective character?
Yes, that's the main character.
Okay.
I'm going to turn my fan on, Pete. You let me know how the sound
Okay.
goes. Let's find out.
Right. You're going to have to entertain the audience for
Oh
what is about 30 seconds.
no!
2
I'm
seconds.
so depressed about that. I think so. GoldenEye is really good. I remember as a kid just loving it. But I think the one I really love is the one where Sean Connery's on the train. There's like so many good lines and stuff in that. But again, I haven't watched that since I was like 8. So I'm gonna need to rewatch them. Maybe reread them. I want to read the novels, but I don't really read anymore. I have double vision now.
Oh, what you mean? Do you mean the Thomas Harris novels?
Yeah. Is it? Isn't it
The
Ian?
person who wrote Silence?
No, that's that. I'm
Oh.
talking about 007, which is Ian. What's his face? Fleming.
Oh, Ian Fleming.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I didn't know because obviously we were talking about Hannibal.
yeah,
before.
yeah. But I have double vision now, which really sucks. Makes it hard to drive and read. Yeah, my eye is getting worse. They're gonna have to do something. I don't know what.
Oh, I thought you meant you had double vision because of whiskey. Oh, thank God.
The whiskey makes everything go back in line.
So Brenda's put GoldenEye is my favourite 007 movie. Quantum Solace, close second. Okay. Quantum of Solace. I have many thoughts about Quantum of Solace. None of them good.
I know. I need to go back and rewatch it.
Okay, I have one good thing about it. I do like Olga Kurilenko as a,
of course you do.
however you pronounce her.
Whatever.
No,
yeah.
as an actress. Actually, thank you very much. does help if she's nice on the camera, but
that's always a plus.
but remember, they're not there to be nice on the eyes for you, as Frosk once said.
Oh my goodness. Give me.
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that soon anyway, because that's been blowing up this week.
Okay, I don't know. I don't actually recognize what you're talking about. But yes, I need eye candy. What is it? Is it something video game related or not?
So you know the G4 TV?
Yes.
So you know obviously they've shut down.
Yes.
Well, there was a bit of controversy over the week. We'll go into. We won't talk about this on the main show.
Oh, okay. See, that's what.
That major newsworthy, if I'm honest.
Right.
So, obviously they shut down. They had that infamous rant from Frost Urine, obviously about sexism in gaming.
Yes, which
Adam
we did
Spencer
talk about.
Clapping like a seal, like an absolute moron that he was.
Yeah.
Couldn't even turn up to the office.
We talked about that on the show, and I stated my opinion on that. Not all.
Yes, so did I.
Yeah, there were some points that I got. Overall, no.
Nana, yes, they are still making the news because of one thing that happened last week.
What?
So, funnily enough, this is when I was actually on my way back from Nottingham.
Oh, that's nice.
So, there was a live stream, and I've made mention of this of the show before, the Spawncast.
Right, yes.
So it's a podcast I listen to. Yeah, I use your Courvoisier.
Yes, letting the audience see.
Very good.
Being a bougie
So-
freak. Anyway.
So yeah, on the after show, which is run by RGT85, he has a few people on that are on Spawncast. One of them is a Twitch streamer called Miss Click,
Right, okay.
who actually had interviewed for G4 TV as a presenter.
Right? Was she pretty and had
She-
big boobs and then they turned her down?
No,
Oh.
she's
okay.
just good looking and blonde.
Yeah.
However, so she decides that she's like, right, now that G4 TV is shut down, am I allowed to talk about things, you reckon? And they just
Right.
went, go on ahead, say whatever the hell you want, I don't care,
Right.
basically. So she started talking about how in the interview process, the first question that she got was, why should we cancel Batman?
What? Cancel Batman?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
And she said, hang on, why are we cancelling Batman? And they went, because he's rich and he's white.
What?
Yeah, go read into
I'm
it.
gonna
It's
go read this.
hilarious. What people are starting to talk about now in terms of that is the fact that clearly it was a disaster even in the interview process. It was doomed to fail from the start.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. That makes me want to start my own channel so bad. I wonder if me and Mike should talk, and I can put some
Ooh,
capital up, and then we could have our own television show where we actually talk about games
with blackjack.
and hookers.
Forget a TV show.
We have a comment from the audience.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, EA, as in, was there a game? From Russia
Yes, there was actually.
How did
So there's been numerous 007 games over the years,
Oh.
including GoldenEye, The World Is Not Enough.
I knew about that one.
Yeah, because I played those on the played that on the PS1.
Yeah.
They've had a Quantum Solace game. They had From Russia with Love. I think that was on the PS2.
Ah.
They had the GoldenEye remake, I believe, or the remaster that was on the Wii. God, there's been so many. They had 007 Legends, I think, was another one.
Wow.
And that's obviously not going into
See-
IO's new property that they're going to be doing. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
Obviously, James
But-
Bond.
It's like Halo came out and I just forgot any other game existed for 3 iterations.
Yes.
Halo 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I was like, that's it. Literally, I
Yeah,
kid
true.
you not. Halo 3, when I got my 360 and I bought Halo 3 with it, it was all like, I think it was a bundle. I literally, for the first year, that's all I played. The only game I started to play after that was Dead Rising. And then I went into Fallout 3 and then New Vegas. But for a solid year, I only played Halo. Nothing else. Halo 3.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Okay,
Okay, I'll just read these comments quickly and then we'll get on to
Okay.
recording a show. Brent put, by the way, Rare Replay on sale on for Black Friday and will include GoldenEye remake soon.
Oh, I have Rare Replay, but I don't think it has GoldenEye on it. No, I think
Yes.
it does.
Brent, can you clarify this? Do you have to own Rare Replay to get GoldenEye, or can you get it on Game Pass? Anyway, so next comment, Nana put, I thought Skyfall was fine, but that's the only one I watched that I remembered.
I like-
Skyfall was probably the best of that series, if I'm honest.
I like the
Apart from
song.
Casino Royale.
Oh, I love Casino
I-
Royale.
Yeah, don't get me started, because that's what got me into Adele, was that
Yeah, that's very good.
song. Yeah.
Oh, Casino Royale though, that's just so good. The old one and the new one. I really
I've
like
seen the
both of
newest. I've seen the new one probably about 6 times.
those. Yeah,
I love it. I think it's fantastic.
I watched it not that long ago. I think it's the first movie I watched on my projector, actually.
Yeah, so that's one of those things. It's like, because I've watched it enough, it's one of those films that I can just watch and sort of ignore, or just
Yeah.
watch it.
It's like a comfort
So-
film. Yeah.
yeah. So I just put it anytime it's on TV. I just put it on.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
I
yeah.
really like some things in it.
Yeah.
I mean, even to the point I don't even rate Eva Green as an actress, but I think she's good in that movie.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, it's
Anyway,
coming to Game
so
Pass.
then Nana put, wait, G4 still making news. It's been a month since they shut down. Yes, they are still making news because of their crap. Rock and Sock and Hulk put, don't forget about EA's From Russia with Love. We didn't, because I didn't.
I didn't know it existed.
Nana put, God, I feel bad that Jared and the Sphere Hunter and Xavier Woods had to be involved in that thing. Yes, as well as Scott was.
I didn't know that.
All people.
Yeah.
Scott the Waz is a very, very,
Oh,
very popular
yes.
YouTuber.
Yes. No, I do know him. The other ones I didn't clock. Maybe if I saw them on screen.
Well, Xavier Woods is a wrestler, but he's got a YouTube channel called Up Down Down.
Oh no, I have seen some up down down stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Brent put, it's coming to Game Pass as well, so moot point. Rock and Sock and Hulk, and in other 007 news this week, there was that Daniel Craig podcast.
Oh,
and he
saw
posted a link
that.
to it.
I was like, okay, here's my thought process. And then I promise we'll get started.
Oh God. Right.
Have you seen
Sorry, Daniel Craig as himself.
Yeah, so it's
What the hell? Directed by Taika Waititi.
yes. Who
Oh, I'm not
I
watching. Sorry, not watching it. No.
Okay. But
out.
I want to do my reaction, recreation of my mental reaction. So it starts out, Daniel Craig is his 007 persona, and he can, when he applies himself, he can come across as really cool and smooth. I still don't like him as James Bond, but I mean, he's still got the suit on, and I don't know, dudes in suits are just classy. So then he's walking, and then he just starts shedding like more clothes and putting on weirder things, and then he goes into this like. Have you ever seen the video for Fatboy Slim, the Weapon of Choice with Christopher Walken? It's one of my favorite videos.
For what Fatboy Slim movie?
Weapon of
song?
Choice. The
Yes,
song, yeah,
of course I have. The one where he's like parading round through a house and dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's
It's
one
so
of my
good.
favorite songs and favorite videos ever.
I look, just as an aside, I love the way that Christopher Walken says the Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters.
Yes. Well,
It's so good.
all of a sudden Daniel Craig starts like dancing around as if he's in Weapon of Choice video, and it just like, I don't know, it's just, my thought process was, oh, this is why I didn't like him as James Bond. He's a cool guy and it's cool and everything, but James Bond is so smooth and
Like a whiskey.
yeah. So so that's my thoughts on the subject.
Also, no, I'm not going to say it's bad, but actually the fact that I said the Casino Royale is probably my favourite, it's got the most egregious crotch shot of all time in it.
Maybe that's why I like it, I don't know.
I wasn't complaining. Handsome man.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, see, that all comes back to whatever we were talking about before about eye candy. Give me eye candy, male, female, I don't care. Put pretty people on.
Yeah, they're not there. Remember, they're not there. They're not supposed to be good. Look, nice on the eyes for you.
I love
Just
nice
remember.
on the eyes. Although at the same time, while I love nice on the eyes, Deadpool looks like an avocado beeped another avocado, as the line says. And I still love him.
You look like an old avocado had sex with an even older avocado. That is the line that like, it's so. That is the only thing I really like about the first Deadpool movie, is when he first comes into the bar and TJ Miller is absolutely ripping him to pieces. It is really funny.
The like cut stuff, because they do it like 6 or 7 times. They're so funny. I hate that he's a creep because I really thought he was hilarious.
Okay. Yeah. So Rock'em Sock'em Holt has put eye candy as the only reason I watched this stream. All I'm gonna say is press X to doubt.
I was gonna say, see, Pete's a handsome young feller.
Feller. Yeah, you started a text.
Oh gosh, it is, isn't it? Oh no. As this episode progresses, you will not be able to understand me, and it won't be because I'm slurring.
I've only just heard some of it, like briefly, and it is quite odd.
Oh my goodness, it's so funny. Yeah, especially when I watch videos from my area. I'm just like, I start talking like it, and I'm like, oh. That's where that went. Yes, we should probably start show.
We shall, but yeah, all I have to respond to that is thank you, but press X to doubt.
141, right, Pete?
Yes.
Okay. You want to count me down?
Alrighty, so 3, 2.
Welcome to Rapid Reviews Radio Podcast, episode 141. I hope I'm not too loud. I'm your co-host, Kiley Wilde, and I'm joined by my ever-present co-host, Pete Beckett.
Hello. Not sure what Thinkle was all about when you introduced us.
Oh, was I? I don't know.
Yeah, don't know. Not
I
sure.
no longer have control of my hands. I, as the Twitch audience knows, and you can join us over on twitch.tv/Rapid Reviews, I am actually drinking whiskey tonight because whiskey is on keto and wine isn't. I think this was a bad idea. But
the silence speaks volumes.
but Pete, as we do every week, how is your weekend? How was your week? Oh my gosh, I got distracted by chat. Pete, how was your week?
I've been ill for the vast majority of it. I'm getting over a cold.
You do sound better. You sound better. You're still.
Yeah, I can actually breathe.
Yay!
Yeah, but this week has been quite nice because I've been ill. I haven't been able to go out as much, so it means I've got my head down and played a lot of God of War.
Right. You're doing the review of that, aren't you?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Figured it was going to take me a while to at least get through, so I passed it over to someone who might be a bit further along than me.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah, so go and check that out. TMX Ghost posted that out this week. Very good review, by the way. So,
excellent.
But, I'm now 12 hours into the game, and I've seen I don't want to give too much away, but I've things are weird. Things are weird. They don't quite play the same as they do in the first game.
Good weird?
I love it. I think, like, the first time that, so anyone who's obviously played the game will probably know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to be as vague as possible. There are 2 sections in that first 12 hours where it changes a little bit, and I really liked the change of pace in that.
Right, okay. I did play the first one, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, so I can tell you off stream, obviously, what I mean by that. But I do, look, spoilers, not even going anywhere near them at the moment.
Right, yes, so, I think that's a good plan of action, or non-action.
Yeah, other than that, it's been a chill week, mostly.
Pete, do we have the same headset?
No. Oh. I'm on a Razer headset.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, is that because you've only just noticed that he's like
that? Yeah, I did.
Well, the headset that I've had for like nearly 18 months at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway, how was your week?
So my week's been very interesting, and there's a reason why. Something showed up in my mail.
I did wonder if you were going to show this.
That's why I haven't posted about it yet. Cause I haven't posted about it. So, you gotta look at that.
Wow, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be.
Well, it's all right because it's packed full of goodness, which I am going to do a little bit of a box opening reveal here. Okay. For those who don't know, especially our listeners who can't see, I am a Goat Simulator fan, like I don't know, like over the top. So,
like even more, nearly as much as Bethesda and Xbox.
Yeah, it's up there. It's just so good and so wacky and so random. I just love it so much, and they're so cute. And if you don't know, Goat Simulator 3 has dropped, as they say. And
No, it's not the third game in the series.
No, which just makes me love it all the more.
Which is that's what confused me when I saw the announcement. I was like, hang on, did I miss Goat Sim 2?
Mm-mm. And I knew, and I was like, nope, that's they went straight to 3. And then I just really love Goat Simulator. Well, so Pete's like, oh, I sent you your Christmas gift early. Go ahead and open it. So I did. I opened it, and I literally squealed, Pete. I literally squealed when I opened it. It's like,
well, that was the reaction I wanted.
Yep, I squealed, and that is so funny to me. But here's my favorite part of the whole thing, which, first of all, I mean, the game is fabulous. So I'm happy about that. I will be side note before I do this reveal. I will be streaming it this week. It is co-op if anyone just happens to have it and wants to join in. Yep. Let's do it.
I'll get it downloaded on Xbox.
And just always bear in mind, it's not a traditional game. It's a game where you just F stuff up. You just F around. That's all. But here's the highlight. There's 2 highlights. One, this little guy. I love him.
That's what made Rachel laugh more than anything.
I love him. He's going to go hang in my convertible. He's going to be just like this.
In the mirror of your car?
Yep. And then, but my favorite part is...
Oh, for God's sake. I can't believe it hasn't.
This makes me so happy.
That is so
And
stupid.
you know what I love so much? Look, Pete, look.
Oh my god.
It's a steel book.
Oh my God.
It's a steel book.
Yep, Kiley's drunk.
No, this is the thing. I would be giggling like this if I wasn't
I know
drunk
you would.
because I love Goat Simulator that much.
Yeah, I know, but Jesus
Oh, it's
Christ.
so stupid. I love stupid. I just love stupid. It's so stupid, and I love it. A bunch of
that-
stuff comes in this
Yeah.
thing. And it's wonderful. I love it, and thank you so much, Pete. And yes, I will try to set a date in stone or whatever, so that we can all join in, and I'll make an announcement on our podcast Discord.
Sure. So
Oh.
the funny thing was, the minute I saw that pre-order go live, I looked at it and I went, "Yep." So the pre-orders went live. 5 minutes later, I'd ordered it.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's freaking perfect. And for our poor audience at home who can't see what it is, it was the goat butthole.
Yeah, and to the point where Rock and Sock and Hulks put goat starfish in the chat.
Exactly.
It's hilarious.
Uh,
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I like it very much, and I literally opened the box and went, "Oh my gosh!" and everything. Which
I'm
is
surprised you didn't pick up on that. The amount of times that I
No!
asked you about, like, whether or not you were buying Goat Simulator.
no, and I kept going, "Why? It's gonna be on Game Pass. Why would I?" In my head, I was like, "No."
Yeah, I know.
But then it shows up, and it's like awesome. It's like so awesome.
Yeah, by the way, I had to go against every moral that I have in my being by ordering that from Game.
Well, they came through, so.
Yeah, they actually delivered on time.
They did, yeah.
To be fair, the thing was, is I was looking at that and I was like, well, last time I got you something really, really cool and it never turned up.
It never turned up. That's kind
So
of what.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to order it to my house to then send to you. I'll let the company deal with that themselves.
That might be what I end up doing for you, actually.
Mm.
Although I'll probably.
I think it probably will work a bit better that way, actually.
Yeah. For others, I may do Steam
I know.
again.
That's annoying, but I'm really annoyed by that because last year's one was such a good one too.
I
and it's
know.
gone forever.
It doesn't matter. This is primo. This is awesome. So
Good.
this week,
I'm glad.
my friends, this week. But that's enough.
Did it come
of
with a
that.
physical copy of the game? By
Yeah,
the way,
it does.
Digital code.
No,
Oh,
just,
thank Christ for
you
that.
know what, Pete? Actually, let me double check. I'm pretty sure it did.
Okay, good.
I didn't open this because I didn't think about it.
Yeah, because obviously collector's editions are now starting to come with digital codes, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I don't have my. Oh, I do have. Wait, where's my letter open? Nope, I got it. Let's find out on camera. Yes! Look at that!
Yes!
Oh,
I finally
that's
bought you
great.
a collector's edition with an actual physical thing in it.
Yeah! Oh, that's so
Sweet.
good. Aw. Yeah.
Well, there I was going to say is if it was a digital code, then you could redeem that anyway if you wanted to.
Yeah.
The only problem is Series S can't play the disc.
Yeah. Who cares?
Oh well. I'm sure it's. I'm sure.
I'll be getting a Series S soon anyway, so.
Series X, you mean?
I meant X. Yeah. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
I have a Series. Which my
course.
car's lucky. Anyway,
Yep.
we should probably get on with show.
We shall.
Because it's been quite a
Crazy.
while, and it's 8, and I'm about to take a really big shot, which means we don't have a lot of time before I pass out in my chair. But this is going to be a quick episode anyway, because we're doing a news episode because we have really cool stuff planned in the coming weeks.
Kind of, yeah.
Not kind of.
No, we do. No, I mean kind of short, like episode.
Oh, okay. I was like, we have really cool stuff planned, Pete.
No, we have a couple of big episodes on the agenda. And as everyone obviously knows, we're getting very, very close to the end of the year, so I'm already prepping the Game of the Year show. So
Yeah.
taking a lot of focus at the moment, so bear with us as we sort this out. But not in the news. Did want to bring up Pokemon though.
Yes, I want to talk about Pokemon. Do you want me to go first, Pete? Or do you want to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. because I've got some very ruthless things to say.
Holy crap. So it's dadgummit, what's the
Scarlet and Violet.
No, I know it's Scarlet and Violet, but who's the people that ported it over to
Game Freak.
Game Freak, thank you. I don't know why I forget them every time. So Game Freak though
Pokemon Company.
This is what's crazy to me. Game Freak is the Pokemon Company. This is not their
no.
Okay.
No.
Here's Pete in with the correction.
Let me clarify the correct
Yes.
stance on this one. The Pokemon Company is made up of 3 different entities,
Okay.
which is Creatures Inc.,
Oh, okay.
Game Freak,
Yes.
and
But,
no, that's it. But then they're part owned by Nintendo.
well, right. Exactly. Although I did think there was a third one.
So yeah, well, it's Nintendo.
Oh, maybe that. Okay.
So, but yeah, Creatures do the designs of the Pokemon themselves. Game Freak develop the games.
Okay. So I didn't even know that. I'm sure we talked about it, but I didn't know that. But
Yeah.
Game Freak is like the Pokemon Company. It's not their first rodeo, as we say in Texas. And they dropped, they've been slowly revealing Violet and whatever over the last year. Scarlet and Violet. Over the last, year. 2 years, actually, I think. I don't remember.
It's about a year, I think.
It was right after they released the other one. They started talking about it. I was like, "What? Oh, that's so crazy!" Blah blah blah. Anyway, so it's been in development. They released it, and holy crap, it's so full of like Bethesda time bugs. Like, I'm actually literally stunned at. I'm stunned like a Pokemon. At the terrible quality that they have released. Because it's like there's glitches, which glitches not too big of a deal. That does happen on game day release or whatever. But there's like freaking like there's this one clip. Well, they combine like all the glitches that have been on like Twitter or whatever. But there's this one part of that clip where this girl is waving to the camera, and then all of a sudden her hand turns into her elbow, and she's waving with her elbow.
Yep. That's pretty funny.
I like busted out laughing. But that's not cool in a game, but it's cool to watch.
No, one of my favourite ones so far that I've seen is where someone's trying to catch a Diglett.
Oh gosh, I don't think I've seen that one.
So the Pokeball goes between the legs of the trainer, and then it pops out of it, and it looks like it's someone aptly put it on Twitter, Diglett.
I was gonna say it looks like it's Diglett. Yeah. Which we are laughing, and and they are funny.
We are laughing.
It's our Anchorman quote for this episode.
Yep.
But come on, guys, this is AAA. High tier, S tier.
Okay.
This should have come out. I mean, again, minor glitches, totally understand. First day bugs or whatever. But this is like majorly riddled with bugs.
Okay. So, this is something that I did happen to hear on on a couple of different places.
Mm-hmm.
So, entertainment-wise, it is the most profitable entertainment franchise of all time.
Like Pokemon in general, you mean?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Anime, games, cards, everything. It's got a bigger net profit than Marvel,
I believe
Star
that.
Wars, Mickey Mouse.
Well, I mean, think about it. It's been in our lives since we were the first gen that it was, marketed to. That's Americans. It had already been marketed in Japan. So
For a couple of years before then.
Yeah, so like, Marvel and DC movies. I mean, obviously the comics have been around forever, but the movies and stuff that only started in after like 2006 and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Pokemon's been around like 1995, 6. Yeah. So it has longevity, as they say.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So it's more profitable than Marvel, who have been around since the 60s.
Well,
More profitable than Disney, who've been around since the 30s.
That right there is crazy.
Yeah, 90 something billion dollars in gross profit. That's
That's
ridiculous.
crazy.
Yeah. So to release a game quite like this is an utter disgrace.
It absolutely is, 100%. I mean, I am giggling and laughing at the
Yeah,
bugs
I'm
because they're
laughing at.
funny, but
Yeah, they are.
yeah, but this is low quality. This is not. This should not have happened. This should not have
No,
happened.
no,
This
it
is
definitely
crazy.
shouldn't have done. And I'm glad that people are finally deciding to actually call them out.
Mhm.
People like the game, and that's fair enough. There's
Yeah, yeah,
clearly
yeah.
something there that makes the game enjoyable, but it's the bugs that are putting people off. It's the performance issues that are putting people off. I just like. So I was watching a video from Spawnwave Media the other day where he
Of
literally
course.
goes through the first 2 hours of the game,
Mhm.
and when he gets to the open world section, you can see the camera
Yeah.
literally just
Yes.
chugging.
Yep.
It's appallingly bad. That camera's like 10 frames a second, if that.
I.
And then, but the most egregious one for me is when you first get into the classroom,
Okay.
and so you get into the classroom and you're doing a lesson. So the whole
Right.
point is you're a student at at a Pokemon college
Yeah.
basically, or a Pokemon school, and then you get tasked with go out into the world and do whatever the hell you want after this open section.
Right.
However, so you're sitting in the classroom, and this is obviously something that game developers do all the time elsewhere, but they hide it.
Right.
This one is so plainly in your face that the legs of the NPC characters are moving at 5 frames per second. It is
Yeah.
a joke. The pop-in is awful.
Oh, it's terrible.
Like, and the fact that you get more than 5 feet away from someone, and they
Like-
just stop animating.
Yeah.
They just stop animating.
And then they disappear.
Like they go dead still.
Yeah. But then they also disappear.
Yeah, they do. So it's ambitious, obviously, from Pokemon Company, Game Freak, and all that, because it's their first real attempt at an open world game. Let's say outside of Arceus. Yeah, Arceus. Yeah, I know we had that thing earlier on. Yeah,
Ah, yes.
but the fact of the matter is, and this is what was raised elsewhere, was that yeah, okay, this might be their first real attempt at it, and okay, fine. They're more used to dealing with underpowered hardware, being able to cut corners on certain things because of screen resolution. They can't hide from this one anymore.
Right.
And yeah, oh, what was it I was gonna fucking raise about this? Jesus. Oh, it's just poor. It's just so poor.
It's disappointing.
Like I said, I really like the look of the game to some degree, but this really put me off. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I don't even see this getting updated.
I am wondering myself what what the future of this game and the franchise is gonna do. I mean, Pokemon's not going away. Don't even think of that. But I mean, what are they gonna do from this point? I'm curious.
Well, it will never happen. I really wish it does the next time. Delay the damn game.
I mean, aren't we used to that by now? They could have just done that.
Yeah, but the problem is that Pokemon Company is so beholden to the anime, the trading cards, everything surrounding, everything elsewhere than the games.
It's just...
They're all like they've cultivated this particular brand, and fair enough, it seems to work. Like obviously it works because they're incredibly profitable.
Right.
But if they keep doing stuff like this, it won't survive
no.
much longer.
No, like you can get one mistake in. You can have one bad game, one bad day. If it's repeated low quality like this, no.
Yeah, sorry, that was the point I was trying to raise, right? So they're not used to dealing with 3D open world games like this, whereas obviously Ubisoft and all those lot are all quite experienced in it.
Right.
So Game Freak are only making the same mistakes that we saw from those lot back in the PS2 days because they're about 15 years behind them.
That's a good point. That's actually not a bad theory at all. Do you want to...
Well, it's not my theory, let's say. It's something that someone did raise and I went, that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. Do you want to read
Yeah, I'll
chat?
go through. So yeah, it's so Rock'em Sock'em Hulk said it seems like that game was designed by Slowbro because they're clearly leveraging their ability to be oblivious.
Oh, goodness.
That comment was super effective.
Ah, there you go, Pete. There you go. I was trying to think of a reply. That's perfect.
I know. I was just pause. Pause for impact. Anyway, let's get on to the major news.
Yes.
I say major.
Well, yeah, the stuff you actually wrote down.
Yeah, funny that. So, this one came as a bit of a surprise, and I'm just looking at a picture of a man wearing a white hat, and it's very weird because the story of Yuji Naka just keeps getting weirder.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Anyway, I'll read the headline. Our sources will be linked in the show notes for those who want to check them out.
Yeah.
We did use VGC again.
Of course.
So, Yuji Naka has reportedly been arrested as part of the Square Enix insider trading investigation.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pete, can you still hear
What?
me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We had a little hiccup.
Did you might
there.
have accident? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a little hiccup. But anyway. Yeah.
So, former Sonic team head and Sonic the Hedgehog programmer, Yuji Naka has reportedly been arrested in relation to the ongoing Square Enix insider trading investigation. Japanese news site FNN Prime Online reports that Naka is now the latest suspect.
Was that a typo?
They did not proofread this article,
Oh, gosh.
unfortunately. Yeah, SUSPENCT.
Okay.
That's not a word. Yeah, I'd imagine it's supposed to be suspect.
I think that's supposed to be suspect.
In a case regarding insider trading surrounding a new Dragon Quest game.
Yeah, what is up with that?
I've got no clue. Anyway, I don't know much about this, so I'm going to read through it. So, on Thursday, 2 former Square Enix employees were arrested in Tokyo as part of a suspected insider trading scheme. Taizuki Sasaki and Fumikai Suzuki.
This is my favorite
That's
part.
I'm going to do.
I love when Pete
were
has to
arrested for
pronounce
acquiring stock in Japanese developer Aiming shortly before it was announced it was working on a new Dragon Quest game. The two reportedly purchased around 47 million yen, so roughly $336,000 of stock in Aiming, just before it was publicly confirmed that it was developing the mobile title Dragon Quest Tact.
You can't do that! At least you can't do it in the US market. I'm sure it's the same.
You can't do it here either.
Yeah.
It's a shame, because I wanted to make a lot of money on things, but I can't.
That's a shame, because you know I have insider information. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, I know you do.
I can't do nothing.
Anyway, so now, according to the FNN, the Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office Special Investigation Department, that really rolls off the tongue, that one, has also arrested Naka for similar potential infringement. It's alleged that before Dragon Quest Tact was announced, Naka, who was working on Balan Wonderworld for Square Enix at the time, reportedly purchased approximately 10,000 shares in Aiming stock for around 2.8 million yen, so roughly $20,000. Before purchasing the stock, by purchasing the stock before the announcement, the belief is that all 3 suspects may have knowingly used insider information in order to later sell their stock again when its value increased. Following the arrests of the original 2 suspects, Square Enix made a statement confirming that the pair were former employees, gee, I wonder why, and stating that it was working with authorities on the investigation.
Oh my gosh.
That's where I have a little bit of an issue. There seems to be issues with that, where in certain industries, you know, you're not allowed to fire someone until the full extent of an investigation and subsequent court case. Yet these 2 have been completely yeeted before that, so if they are found to be innocent, then they could potentially sue Square Enix for wrongful dismissal.
Right.
So anyway, that's just my 2 cents about it. Anyway. So this is a quote. Today, some media outlets reported that the former employees at Square Enix were under investigation for suspected insider trading. We have been fully cooperating with requests from the Securities and Exchanges Surveillance Commission. As the investigation As the investigation by the Tokyo District Police Prosecutor's Office is underway, we will continue to fully cooperate with the investigation. We deeply regret the great concern this has caused to all concerned. Okay. We have dealt with this incident strictly, including internal disciplinary actions taken against the suspected employees. That's about as much as I'm reading on this one, because it's now starting to verge down the boring side.
Yeah, it is very boring, all that stuff.
So, I'm going to come out and say it. I think Yuji Naka's done in the games industry.
I'm going to say yes. I mean, we did like a whole show over him not that long ago.
Oh, I know, because Balan
Pretty much.
Wonderworld was quite a disaster.
Yeah, and something to do with Sonic, right? Something?
It was the Sonic Origins
that?
collection, and how he seemingly confirmed that Michael Jackson was actually on the track.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
that was a good
this
episode.
Is fun.
I can't believe, like, I have to watch my words very carefully, because this is my area of expertise and it will get me in trouble. I can't believe that anyone that high up, that financially secure, would do something so stupid. That's like 101. That's like easy. Don't do this. Don't do that. There's nope, not gonna say that. I need to be careful. Don't do this. Just don't do that. Insider trading is bad. Full stop.
Okay.
What?
Now,
Uh-huh.
I'm just interested to see what you think on this as a potential theory.
Okay. Not to be careful, but yes.
So I'm going to go down. No, it doesn't involve the inside trading, but
Okay.
it's a symptom of it. So,
Oh,
timeline of
okay.
events, let's
Uh-huh.
say.
Mm-hmm.
So, Yuji Naka starts working at Square Enix.
Uh-huh.
Balan Wonderworld is announced.
Yeah.
Balan Wonderworld flops, comes out and leaves Square Enix, then starts roasting them about the incredible mismanagement of the project itself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like Square Enix might be trying to take into task over something to
Oh.
do with the amount of money that they spent on the game?
Well, put it this way, I don't think they were intentionally looking for anything, but I think that
If something fell on their doorstep, then
exactly.
you know.
I think exactly that. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
Obviously, if he's guilty of this, then yeah, shouldn't have done it. Stupid boy.
It's so
You know,
stupid.
what
It's
is he
so
doing?
stupid.
He should know better than this. And yeah, found guilty, he'll never be involved in a company again.
No, it's very difficult.
Well,
You
believe
just-
you me, with the fact that my job now requires me to do legal checks on people. That's all I'm going to say on the matter.
Yeah.
This man will probably end up appearing on one of these profiles of disbarred or disqualified directors or managers list.
Oh gosh. Oh, that just gave me like a heart attack. That gave me like pure paranoia. I'm so terrified. See, people don't know I'm a CEO, and just I don't ever know.
Now you know why I brought this story up.
Like, oh gosh, that's like my thing. I love it. I wouldn't want to destroy it. You know?
No, of
Oh
course not.
gosh.
So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one to see what eventually does happen from it. But yeah, I can't see Yuji Naka being involved in the games industry any longer.
No, maybe as a consultant, an unlisted consultant. You know, an unnamed.
I don't think so. I think he's done. I think this
Probably.
this is over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Okay, next
Right. Gonna cover the next story. This is a very Kiley story, so
Yay!
another Kiley story. It's like we've got 3 this week that are all centered for you,
Oh, yay!
and they're not exactly good news either.
No, they're not. But go ahead.
Volition will become part of Gearbox after disappointing reception to Saints Row.
Yeah, Pete and I talked about this.
Very briefly.
But I want to talk about it. So.
Yeah.
Do you want to do any reading before I launch
Yes,
into my
I-
thing? Okay.
Hell, what is the deal with it? Anyway, you'll know what I'm complaining about in a moment.
Okay.
Volition will soon become part of Gearbox following disappointing reception to Saints Row reboot. Embrace announced. In a statement released alongside its second quarter earnings results, Embracer CEO Lars Wingefors.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Explain the Volition will be switching operative groups from Playon, formerly Koch Media,
Yeah. They should have
or
kept it
Co,
the same.
or Kosh, or
I think it's
whatever.
Coke. I read that it's supposed to
I
be
don't
Coke,
care.
but
I'm going with
I
Koch.
like cock.
Oh my.
Oh gosh, that was not supposed.
Oh, that was awful.
That's not what I mean. That was an actual. Like sometimes I intentionally do double entendres. That was not.
Nope. I'm gonna carry on while you die.
Drink a put. I didn't mean it that way. I mean,
no.
but I don't mean it that way.
I can't do that as the episode title, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
So, anyway, this is a quote. It said the reception of Saints Row did not meet the full expectations and left the fan base partially polarized, he said. The game development studio, Volition, has been working hard to experience. Yeah, did you see that they came out with a massive update the other day?
Massive update. No, I actually didn't, believe it or not.
Okay, it might be they're still working on it. It might not have been rolled out, but yeah, they're doing huge stuff at the moment. So, while the game disappointed critically, he said financially, Saints Row has performed in line with management expectations in the quarter.
Okay.
That means it was low then.
I want to talk about that, but anyway.
Okay. Going forward, Volition will transition to become part of Gearbox, which has all the tools, including an experienced management team in the US to create future success at Volition.
It does. I can't deny that.
It does, but it also has Randy Pitchford.
I know. But Randy Pitchford and Saints Row could be a match made in heaven, but we'll talk about that in a second.
We shall, because we have differing points on this one.
Yep.
So anyway, this is the first internal group transfer where we transfer a major studio between operative groups, but it is not necessarily the last. The decision coincides with the release of the first major update for Saints Row. Thank you, I did say. Which went live on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that shows how much you've played it recently.
I have not logged into Xbox in 2 months.
Okay, it contains over 200 improvements with a particular focus on stability and gameplay, co-op gameplay improvements. According to Volition, this major update is just the start of the ongoing support for Saints Row in 2022 and beyond. And anyway, I think that's not really talking about anything else to move. So I'll let you cover this because you're a Saints Row fan.
I'm a Saints Row fan.
How did this make you feel when you saw it?
I'm confused. I have been confused. And, audience, you feel free, our Twitch audience, feel free to join in. But also, if you listeners have any opinions, I would like to hear them. So this is not a secret, I've been a Saints Row fan for, ever. I've played all 4 of the previous games. Did not like 4. That's why I keep saying all 3. So I was very excited about the new reboot or whatever, reimagining, whatever the frig we want to call it. And I have been excited about it, so got it and played it. I don't even think I'm halfway through it. I have yet to run into anything that has made people mad. I'm confused. But, as I said, I don't think I'm even halfway through yet.
Yeah.
So far, all the characters are pretty typical Saints Row characters. All of the enemies are typical Saints Row enemies. The car stunts are the same so far. I haven't seen any kind of insurance fraud or anything like that. I don't know if that's coming, in the future. And there's a lot of collectibles, but I kind of like collectibles. So I'm still kind of out in I'm not sure why it got such a poor reception. I have an intern apprentice or whatever that works here in the office with me, and she also played it. Now, she's played a couple of the previous ones, not like I have. I think she played 3 and 2. And she also, now remember, she's way younger. Different generation. She loves it. She played it all the way through. And she did say, there's something at the end that you're probably not going to like, but I haven't made it to the end yet, so I don't know. So, having said all that, like everybody I talk to hates it, and I'm still really confused. Why?
Mm.
But if everyone I talk to hates it, and then, the sales weren't good or whatever, then I understand why they need to, I guess, send it to a different studio. Is it a studio? Would you say it's a studio, a subsidiary, something?
I would say that Gearbox is more of a publisher.
Okay, send it to a different publisher or whatever. Gearbox is, I think Gearbox is actually a good fit. Which is funny because we know Rusty Pitchford or whatever his name is. It's Randy Pitchford, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rusty.
Rusty.
I think you're a bit rusty.
I'm a bit rusty. But Randy Pitchford, which we did a wonderful show about, go find it in our archives. He is crazy. He is not sane as an outside observer. I don't know. I'm not making a statement here, but the thing is, I think Saints Row needs that. I guess it needs that craziness. So maybe this is a good fit, even though he's terrible and disgusting. Maybe. Mostly, I'm just sitting here clueless as to why everyone hates Saints Row so much. And if anybody wants to offer any insight into that, I'm listening. So, Pete, what is your thoughts?
I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it brief. I'm going to say exactly what I said to you on Thursday when I brought this up.
Mm-hmm.
Saints Row is dead.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Pete did
Saints
say
Row
that.
is dead.
I'm
sorry, I'm calling it now. I think that the poor sales reception, the fact that they've rebooted the series because they clearly had no further idea of where they were going. It was completely bat crap insane.
After 4, you couldn't go anywhere. You'd have to reboot it. 4 was
So they've with the reboot, the mixed reception to the initial reveal, the very mixed reception to the further gameplay of it, the incredibly mixed reception to the character creator that they brought out beforehand,
which I thought was great. I'm still so confused.
And then the game launched, and it was the biggest wet fart I think I've ever seen from a game release.
Still confused. Don't know why.
I know.
I mean, for our audience.
I'm only saying this as an outsider because I didn't play it myself.
Yeah.
What I watched of it wasn't nearly as egregious as what I'm seeing with Pokemon at the moment.
Oh gosh.
One of them seems to get more positive reviews.
Mm.
So make of that what you will.
Hmm.
But I personally do not see any way that Saints Row can come back from this. And it will be disappointing to say the least, because I think Saints Row is a series that should belong. I love the first game. I love the second game. I didn't play the third game as
3
much.
3 is the best.
Yeah, by that point, I sort of not really. I sort of fell out of games, So
yeah, that can happen.
When the downfall started happening for me.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed the absolute, complete, ridiculous nature of Saints Row, and it really was that one. It was like, okay, I play GTA for story and immersion and all that sort of thing. I play Saints Row to have a laugh.
Yes.
So, and what this felt like to me is this new reboot went very, very far away from what it was supposed to be, a more arcadey GTA.
I just, again, I want to reiterate, I don't even think I'm halfway through, if I'm honest. I'd be sad if I am, because it's not a very long game, so. I don't know, I'm enjoying it.
Okay, well, each their own. That is your perspective as someone who's played the game. As someone who's just an outsider looking in, I can only evaluate what I've seen, and what I've seen didn't interest me enough to play it.
Yeah. I think that's fair. But you always have to remember that my standard of video games is I love Goat Simulator.
I know.
That should tell our audience the level of games that I love.
True. That's true. But yeah, so whilst this is going to obviously move over to Gearbox,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I don't think Saints Row's coming back, or it's going to go on a very long hiatus.
I could see it doing that, and then
But I
maybe.
can,
Mm-hmm.
but I can see Volition being involved in something at Gearbox.
Right.
Borderlands 4.
See, I would like to see that. I think that could be good because Borderlands 3, from what I hear, again, haven't played Borderlands 3. I love Borderlands 2. Borderlands 1's okay. I never played any of the extra games. Borderlands 3 did not look good. It didn't look interesting.
No.
It didn't look fun. And that's the thing. Borderland and Saints Row, they're supposed to be fun. Fun and stupid. Oh, my two favorite words. Fun and stupid.
Why do you now think that I think Volition would be the perfect studio to make Borderlands 4?
I think that could be a match made in heaven. Let's see that. Let's make that happen. I want to see that.
Yeah, so yeah, you can go back to this episode when it does happen and say, Pete, damn right.
There you go.
Or it won't happen, and then we'll ignore it. Never.
Yeah.
I never said it.
Nope, never said it.
Win-win either way. Anyway, yeah, it's disappointing to say the least. I really do not want to see Saints Row go anywhere, but can't see it happening for a while.
They should let me make it.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Cool. Have you ever made a game before?
Nope. That makes me qualified. Qualified as all these other people.
clearly more qualified. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna skip over one piece of news because I think that's a bit bigger than the one that we're gonna cover.
Yeah. Plus, I'm fading.
In terms of volume, I would say, not in terms of significance.
That's what she said. Somehow.
That doesn't even make any sense.
See, I'm fading fast, Pete.
I could see that. Okay, that's why I'm bringing this up now. Sit down and be quiet in the corner when I talk.
Whatever. Oh, did you say Game Awards? Boo.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my point. That's why I said you can go sit in the corner and be quiet.
Boo.
Because
I'll never be quiet. Never. But what?
Shut up.
Oh, bite me.
Okay, well, I'll try to get on to the next news story because this is one that you're interested in.
Am I? Go ahead.
Bethesda rejects Doom composers' mistreatment allegations, says they've incited threats of violence.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. We have so much to say about this. So much to say, so much to say.
And there I was saying this one means sight to you here. No. Yes, it does.
It does.
Yeah. So Bethesda has issued. Oh God, carry on.
Well, I just want to remind our audience and our listeners and our watchers. Last week's episode, an amazing episode that I'm very proud of. We actually talked about this story in depth with two composers, specifically video game composers.
Yep, who are much better placed to know the industry than us.
And their very insightful commentary should be heard by all. So definitely go check that out as we update the story as it happens. Go ahead, Pete.
Yes, so Bethesda has issued a strongly worded statement in response to allegations leveled at id Software by Doom Eternal composer Mick Gordon. Gordon alleged last week that he had been falsely accused by id Software studio director Marty Stratton of being responsible for the failure of Doom Eternal's official soundtrack. Excuse me. Gordon published a 14,000-word statement, and yes, I did reiterate, I read the whole thing.
It's really well done, well organized,
well
written, and had receipts.
Yes, in which he said he was exercising his right to defend himself, which he is completely allowed to do, called the right to rebuttal. So, against a lengthy 2020 Reddit post in which Stratton had blamed him for the soundtrack's poor quality. So, obviously, if you didn't listen to last week's episode, this is more of a minor roundup. In his original statement, Stratton claimed that Gordon had delayed the soundtrack, then under-delivered, forcing id to get the game's lead audio designer to the tracks. This would be Chad. Yes.
His real name, apparently.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not even going to do it. I could have made a joke.
Yes.
Anyway, However, Gordon refuted this, and among numerous other allegations, accused Stratton of not only lying about the situation, but also offering a six-figure sum to stay quiet about it. Have I been drinking? In its response on Wednesday, Bethesda called Gordon's account of events a distortion of the truth, which resulted in id Software staff being harassed and threatened with violence. Never do that. That's not cool.
No, don't do that. Don't ever do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just, I had to put that in there because we'll talk about that more in a moment. Should probably stop editorializing everything, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Yes. Thanks for the input there. Cheers. It said it was standing by its employees and was ready to present evidence to back up its accounts of how events unfolded in an appropriate venue as needed. But here is the statement. Let's read it as such. So, the recent post by Mick Gordon both mischaracterized and misrepresented the team at id Software, the development of Doom Eternal, Marty Stratton, and Chad Mossholder. That is a great name, by the way.
Yeah, I do like Chad's name.
Yeah, with a one-sided and unjust account of an irreparable professional relationship. We are aware of all the details and history in this matter and unequivocally support Marty, Chad, and the team at id Software. We reject the distortion of the truth and selective presentation of incomplete facts. We stand ready with full and complete documented evidence to disclose in the appropriate venue as needed. The statements posted online have incited harassment and threats of violence against Marty, Chad, and the id Software team. Any threats or harassment directed towards members of our team will be met with swift and appropriate action to protect their health and safety. We remain incredibly proud of id's previous collaborations with Mick Gordon and ask that fans refrain from reaching conclusions based on his account and, more importantly, from attacking any of the individuals mentioned on either side, including Marty, Chad, or Mick. So I'll finish the story. So, following the release of Gordon's statement, fans took to the r/Doom subreddit to express their disappointment in how Gordon was allegedly treated and to demand suitable reparations for the composer. There's that word again, reparations.
Well,
seems to be a bit of a buzzword at the moment for a lot of people.
Well, he should be reparated. Paid back.
Repudiated, you mean?
No, he should be paid back.
Yes. Anyway, when publishing his statement last week, Gordon specifically said he wasn't attempting to cite a hate campaign. Acts of hate dished out online won't result in positive change. It only makes things worse. See? And yet people didn't listen to him.
No, of course not. People are stupid.
Idiots. So, now that we've heard that,
yes,
and we've heard the statement itself, I'm just going to come out and say it. What a crappy statement from Bethesda.
Well, clearly this was written by Marty Stratton.
Yes, because it has about as much gusto as that stupid frickin' Reddit post that he wrote in 2020.
I mean, and they're right there. What Pete just said is the whole linchpin of this. Marty Stratton did that in 2020. Mick Gordon just now responded to it. Bethesda has now since, obviously with that statement, responded to Mick Gordon. Why didn't they make that statement in 2020?
Because they're defending their employee.
Yeah. But
not the contractor.
It's so transparent and so underhanded that it actually makes me very, like, I think, what did I write, Pete? I said something about a crisis of belief for, a crisis of conscience for Bethesda fangirl.
Yeah, that was it. It was like, I'm having a crisis of conscience as a Bethesda fangirl. You know, I want to support them, but this is crap.
I can't, I'm going to have to do my whole objective journalist thing, which is I can't support Bethesda in this. I don't support that statement. It's very out of character for Bethesda. Don't forget Father Phil is over all of them. And I'm surprised that he also hasn't said something, or Microsoft hasn't said something. I'm actually just disappointed. I'm going to be honest, I am disappointed in the whole lot of them. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Mm.
Because to me, it's very clear cut. If you had to divide it, I mean, it is more nuanced, but if you had to divide it into good versus bad, who's good, who's bad, whatever, I'm going to side with Mick Gordon. I said that last week. I think we all said it's very difficult not to side with him if you read his stuff. And also, when I say that, I don't mean just read his in a vacuum. You also read Stratton's stuff as well, and the stuff that's come out. You're still going to feel compelled to side with Gordon because he was mistreated.
Yeah, because that was the thing, as when I was preparing last week's episode, I didn't just read the Mick Gordon statement. In fact, before I'd even read the Mick Gordon statement, for reference, I went, no, I'm going to read this original Reddit post and see what the original point was, and then I'm going to read this as a counterpoint.
Yeah.
Which is how it was supposed to be meant. It's a report or a rebuttal to the original claims.
Which is, I read Stratton's stuff first for that exact reason. And it didn't, put him in a better light. In fact, it made all of us last week kind of think, because you really can't diagnose a person and all this kind of stuff, but it did seem a little bit narcissistic to all of us.
It seemed what, sorry?
Narcissistic.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm disappointed. You know what? I'm just going to say it. That's for me, full stop. I'm so disappointed in Bethesda for this. I just feel like that was a Stratton written release. I mean, I'm sure it went through the lawyers, don't get me wrong.
Of course it did.
But it doesn't feel like Bethesda. It doesn't feel authentic, if that makes sense. It feels...
No. What it feels like to me is that this has been blowing up on the internet for about a week. They feel like they now have to finally say something, and they probably hastily put together something just to show that they're not ignoring it.
Yeah. And of course, he still works there, so they're going to defend him.
Of course they are. Until he's done something unequivocally wrong that they can prove, then they're going to stick by their employee.
It's just disappointing. But no developer, publisher, any of that is perfect. I mean, it's not, get me wrong, Microsoft and Xbox are near perfect. But there is no perfect developer.
Sorry, wait. How many first-party releases have Microsoft released this year?
Wasn't it one?
Yeah, it's called Pentiment.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I really want to play that, by the way. It's Obsidian.
Yeah, so do I.
Storyline's
it looks
great.
good.
Storyline's going to be out of this world. Outer World.
No, but this is the point I was going to make. You can't really stay that. You can't really stay that loyal to a big company. As much as you want to, believe you me, I'd love to stay loyal to Nintendo, but all their recent allegations, them going against worker rights and all that, I can't defend that. I cannot defend that.
And this release, I know they're only part owners, but the new Pokemon.
Yeah, but it's the optics of which it is there, because it releases solely on the Nintendo Switch console, and they have a huge stake in the Pokemon company. So
exactly, it is. It makes you think. My loyalties do still lie with Bethesda and Obsidian and Microsoft, and I'm not activated so much, but maybe later. But at the same time, I do have to be rational, and I have to be objective, and I am disappointed in Bethesda. Very.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Utterly
ridiculous.
Yeah, I almost don't want to, when we were talking about it last week, I almost started up Doom again. Doom Eternal. Because it's a good game, guys. It's just a good game. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it, because I was it's tarnished. It's, the shine's kind of come off of it a little bit.
Would you say it's gone to hell?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to rip and tear you.
That's what I was expecting.
Yep. Yes. So what are your thoughts?
I have many thoughts. I've mostly put most of them down already and said that this is an utter joke.
Yes.
This is the most ridiculously crappy statement that I think I have ever seen a legal team ever put out.
I think I'm inclined to agree, that it was rushed, because this is just, there's something that it feels off. It just, like I said, there's no authenticity there for sure. It seems hasty. It just doesn't seem, it doesn't fit the brand. That's what it is. It does not fit the brand.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked by that, because Bethesda is a AAA. They are a subsidiary of Microsoft. They have the highest rated legal team ever for these purposes, and PR teams, and it does not feel on brand. It does not feel right.
No.
Yeah.
No. See, now for me, the biggest thing about the whole thing was part of the statement that reads, "We stand ready with full and complete documented evidence to disclose in an appropriate venue as needed."
That
legal.
Mm-hmm.
That's legal jargon. That means it's going to court.
That told me right there that Stratton had a hand in this, because he's defending his own ego. That's
and because he's already put that, he's basically already stated that in his original 2020 statement, and and as per Bix claims himself that he was willing to pay money to hush him up in court, basically, or take him to court. It feels like that, but also the fact of the matter is that one party has disclosed receipts of the claims, and it isn't Bethesda.
Right, exactly.
Or id, or Marty.
Right.
They have not enclosed any documented evidence so far. So this feels to me like they're scrambling to try and find the evidence, which is why they haven't released any of it at all.
I
know that there are they have to go down the correct channels of this one, and if they feel like they feel like they've got a claim, then they're going to take it as far as they can. This won't ever make a courtroom, ever.
I would love to see it to go to court or even arbitration. It probably will go to arbitration, but I would like to see that though. Oh, I would love to see that.
I'll be honest with you, I don't see it happening, because if I had to put my hat in the ring, Bethesda are going to realise that
they're called
Marty
chicken first.
Well, I'm gonna say that they're gonna go through the evidence. They're gonna see the written communications between them and realise that Marty Stratton is lying out of his arse in this one. They're then gonna go to Mick and go, well, let's settle out of court, and you'll never hear of this again.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
This will never make a courtroom. This will never make litigation. It will never make anything even that close. And if it does, I'll be hugely surprised. And if it ever does make it to court,
I'll be reading those documents.
We're reading those papers.
Yep.
I'm putting it in there. We have to read it.
Oh yes, we'll reenact Stratton. Oh my gosh, I'll be Stratton.
I think
you be Gordon, I'll be Stratton.
Yeah, I was gonna say redacted for Stratton is definitely the sequel we've been wanting.
Yes. That was so fun, guys. You have to go watch that episode. That was so fun.
Oh, it was good. It was good.
If you like behind the scenes politics of corporations, which sounds boring when I say it out loud, but it's not. It's so full of drama. It's like a soap opera. I love it. But Peach.
Sorry, your mic cut out there. You keep peeking. I think a bit too much.
That's because it's a stupid mic.
Yes.
Is this better? I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
But anyway, I was just saying, go watch that video because it's really good. Or listen. So Pete, do we have any more? Or are we wrapping up?
We have one more story.
Okay, let's make it quick.
I'd say this is the slightly bigger one.
Okay, that's what she said.
I'm gonna scroll through the vast majority of this news story because I do not want to talk about the amount of nominations that were given.
No, let's not talk about that at all. I'm very tired.
But we're getting to that point now where it's coming to the end of the year, so you know what's coming. Jeff Keighley's Shield Presentation Awards, also known as the Jeff Keighley Video Game Awards, or the Game Awards as such.
Kieran's bromance.
The Keighley Awards.
His man crush.
Yes, I know. So we're going to go through some of the nominations for some of the bigger categories because I think, as
just the big ones.
Case like we did last year, we may end up the event as such in a bit more detail.
Yeah.
Once it's happened.
But I don't have a lot of energy though.
I know. So I'm going to go through a vast majority of these. We can discuss ones that we agree or disagree with,
Okay.
and then we go from there. So anyway, because I've got some big thoughts about some of this that might offend a few people. So strap in, everyone. When's that never happened before?
Strap in.
Oh, because I know what you're going to do.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Anyway, game of the year. So the big one. So the nominees were A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Xenoblade Chronicles 3,
Mm-hmm.
and Stray.
Yeah. Which was funny. It's a weird one. I won't deny it. It's totally gonna be Elden Ring, by the way.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I know this isn't our
'Cause
prediction show, but I'm
No,
just gonna call it.
Yeah, but we could do it now if we want to, because we're probably not going to have the time to do a prediction show.
Maybe. I'm getting sleepy. But Elden Ring is my call on that one. I'm surprised
Yeah.
Stray is in there, and I'm surprised the first Plague's Tale is in there.
Plague Tale's been going down quite a treat with quite a few people. Said
Yeah,
it's a
but
game. So.
Game of the Year?
Yeah, that's like I have a couple on this list that I'm a
Mhm.
little bit skeptical about. Like, to be honest, like there's
Yeah.
one on there that's standing out for me that shouldn't belong on this list.
Stray.
100%. I think that game's
Yeah.
overrated.
Well, I think my thing with Stray is, I mean, it was received well, people loved it, but it was very short.
It's not the shortness. It's not the shortness for me. For me, what the problem was is it was so much style over substance.
I will agree with you that people were surprised when they played it to find out it was a puzzler. And I mean, that sounds cool. Like, I would play it first because I like puzzlers, but that, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to put it into words. But it was a short game, and, you know, but it's cool. It'd be cool if they bring the cat on stage. I'm sure they'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was an all right game.
Yeah.
Like, I
From
know
what
a
I
lot
can
of
tell.
people in the I know a lot of people in the Discord were like really happy with it.
Well, they love cat.
A
They're
lot of
cat
a lot of
lovers.
those are all cat lovers.
Yeah.
Look, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of cats. I
Yes,
like
you
cats.
are. Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I'm gonna objectively like put that all aside because it's a cat game. No, the game was kind of bang average to me.
I watched Call Me Kevin play it.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, he basically played it in the whole session. Like, that's how short it is, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 3-4 hours if that. It's not very long at all. Anyway, let's get
That's what she said.
on. Getting on.
Yes. Because I'm
So
tired.
best game direction was so the nominees were Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality, and Stray.
I don't know what Immortality is. I think it'll be God of War.
Look, I'm just gonna put this out there. God of War is gonna sweep everything but Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Everything that it's
That's
nominated
exactly-
in, it's gonna get. It's gonna be
Yep.
the complete reverse to 2018.
Yep. I'm 100%.
Where it won
agreement.
Game of the Year, but Red Dead Redemption won
Yeah.
everything else.
And Red Dead should have got Game.
No, because I think God of War was rightly the correct game in the Game of the Year discussion.
I love Red Dead.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mention this because I've kept this very quiet from you, bud.
Oh, uh-huh. You hate Red Dead?
No, I finished Red Dead.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't tell me that.
Exactly. I finished Red Dead.
When did you do this?
Very recently.
I was gonna say, it has to be recently. Oh my gosh.
Still can't play that game.
I love it so much.
Story-wise,
I love it.
unbelievable. 10 out of 10.
Oh, it's so good.
I so wish I would have stuck with it like at the time and actually played it for the story.
Yeah. Did you end up playing just the main story, or did you end up doing
Yeah.
any side
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, the main stories.
Wonderful. That final chapter, the prologue chapter, the epilogue chapter. Oh my god.
Actual tears for me, and I don't cry.
Yep, absolutely killed me.
Oh.
In fact, I've got a shiver up the spine going
Yes!
right now as I'm talking about it.
It's so well done. It's so well presented. It's so beautiful. If you love storytelling, narrative,
Yeah. Speaking of that, Best narrative.
I did that on purpose. No.
No. So we have the nominees were Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, and Immortality.
What is Immortality? Why don't I know what that is?
Don't know. I need to have a look now because I've heard good things about it. It's
I've
one
literally
of those games
can't. Yeah, but on that one, believe it or not, I think Horizon's gonna get it. Because they're gonna give Horizon something, and I think it's gonna be that.
Okay. I can't say I know much about it, but yeah, it was released on Xbox in August this year.
What is it? Why don't I know this game? I should know this. I thought you were gonna say it was like released on Switch or Sony. It's on Xbox, and I still don't know. Maybe if I saw it.
It looks like kind of a narrative-driven game by the looks.
Probably if I saw it, I would be like, oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, I think you probably would, because I definitely recognise it from the screenshots.
Right.
Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I think God of War's taking everything but Game of the Year. I don't see anything else from this. So best art direction, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West. Get the point now. Scorn and Stray.
Oh, Scorn's so cool looking. They'll probably give it to Stray.
Okay, so this is where some problems start to happen because best score and music. Olivier de Riviere. Yep, French name. That was. I only recognise the guy because he did the Streets of Rage 4 soundtrack.
Oh, right, okay.
But he's been nominated for Plague Tale Requiem.
Okay.
Suzaku.
Yep.
The guy who composed Elden Ring. We got two feathers for Metal Hellsinger.
Oh, right. That's a good nomination.
Yeah, and Yasunori Mitsuda for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, as well as Bear McCreary for God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, Bear McCreary, please.
Which is funny because we were talking about Bear last week.
He did. For people who don't know why I love him absolutely to the moon and back, is he did the Battlestar Galactica.
Okay. Yeah, so
that's how I know who he is.
I only know him from obviously doing God of War 2018 soundtrack.
Oh my gosh, he is so talented. So talented. Just like the guy that did Game of Thrones. He's you know the music for Game of Thrones. He's that kind of. They're just amazing. Anyway.
Yeah. So that music from God of War 2018 really stuck with me after the fact that I played it, and like because I've been playing through God of War Ragnarok at the moment, I've still got that like the title theme pretty much in the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, that you know.
He's amazing.
It's so good. So good.
Would love to see him win just because I know, like, I mean, everyone's talented though. I shouldn't say that, but that's who I would love to see win. Do I think he's gonna? It depends because the thing is, the Game Awards, they don't follow conventional things. No. Jeff kind of picks who he wants to win, and they just win. As opposed, so it's not very varied. It's like Pete says, God of War will probably take everything except Game of the Year, which Elden Ring will take. That's the GMA's format. So, but if this was a different award show, I would say Metal Hellsinger would get it because
still need to play it.
It's good. It's good.
I know it.
Let me not say it's good. It's fun.
No, I want to play it because it looks well up my alley. Because the musical style of it itself.
It's really fun. It is fun.
So, anyway, best audio design. So we've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Gran Turismo 7, and Horizon Forbidden West.
That's a tough one.
Anyway, let's move on then.
Yes, because
best performance: Ashley Birch for Horizon Forbidden West, Charlotte McBurney for Plague Tale Requiem, Christopher Judge for God of War Ragnarok, Manon Gage for Immortality, and Sunny Suljic for God of War Ragnarok.
They didn't put the cat in there?
What, the cat from Stray?
Yeah. They will bring him out on stage. I know they will, or her, or
Of course
whatever.
they will.
I honestly think it should be Horizon Forbidden West, but it will probably be Christopher Judge or whatever his name is.
I reckon this is probably going to Sonny Soljic.
Who is that one again?
The guy who plays Atreus.
Oh, right. Maybe. I could see that.
No, honestly, his performance this time around is so much more nuanced than it is in Gone
Yeah.
2018.
That'd be interesting.
Like the advances in narrative that they've done with the story, so good,
I can't wait.
so good.
Yes.
So anyway, gains for impact: a memoir blue, As Dust Falls, Citizen Sleeper, Endling, Extinction is Forever, Hindsight, and I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Okay.
I don't know any of these. Was that Extinction one about the dinosaurs in high school? I vaguely remember that.
I guess so. I don't know.
Outside of that,
No idea.
not my style of game. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 2 in this one because I'm not sure about either because I think both of them had a really big impact this year.
Okay.
In terms of the social media response, As Dust Falls, which was the narrative experience with the really weird art style.
Okay, yeah. I didn't like that.
I wasn't a big fan of it, but I saw a lot of people.
Yeah.
And Citizen Sleeper.
I don't remember what that one is.
I've heard so many podcasts talking about Citizen Sleeper. So, anyway, best ongoing game: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact.
Fortnite, 100%.
No, Genshin
You don't
Impact.
think so?
I think Genshin Impact's winning this one.
I wouldn't be surprised, put it that way. My 2 front runners would be Genshin Impact and Fortnite. That would be my 2 front runners.
Yeah, I know.
Destiny
Fortnite
did not do well this year.
No, from what I've heard, the most recent update is.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Then again,
I really do think because of the amount of work that's being done on Genshin Impact, it's going to take it. And Jeff always seems to sell advertising based to MiHoYo, so it's probably a win sank.
Yeah.
So best indie, so Cult of the Lamb, still a game played yet, really do. Shut up.
I know. You gotta play it yourself. Yes.
Neon White, Stray, Tunic, and Seafood.
Oh wow, Seafood's an indie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna come down to Seafood and Stray, 100%.
Stray is winning this one, I reckon.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It's that and Tunic. It's like the 2 biggest indie games of the entire year.
Tunic was cool. I'm not gonna lie. But...
Yeah. Okay, so best debut in. So okay, I'm gonna preface this. If Stray doesn't win this one, it would. Next one.
Okay.
So best debut indie: Neon White, Norco, Stray, Tunic, or Vampire Survivors.
What's the difference between indie and debut indie? Does that mean first game from studio?
First ever game.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, it'd be Stray.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're gonna do. Anyway, so best community support. So this is Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky.
Oh, that's a tough call. That's a tough call on that one. Because with all the updates, No Man's Sky got like a lot of community support.
But
Fortnite's like...
Nope.
Which one for you?
I'm disagreeing with you. No.
Oh.
It's No Man's Sky.
Oh, you think No Man's Sky's
No Man's Sky's going to take this one, especially since like the ongoing community support, everything they've done with the game, and the incredibly good version they a few months ago.
You cut out there, so say that.
I said the incredibly good Switch version they put out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
With all the DLC and everything they've had in the game since very. So I think it's going to take that. Best mobile game, so Apex Legends Mobile, Diablo Immortal, so you don't have a phone, Genshin Impact, Marvel Snap, and Tower of Fantasy. It's only one winner.
Marvel Snap. Yeah. It's too big of a game.
gone down like an absolute storm, like
Yeah.
since it. So
So all I've been playing is mobile games for like
yeah.
2 months.
Have you played it yet?
I haven't played Marvel Snap. I want to, but something keeps me from it.
Okay. Anyway, best VR AR game. So After the Fall, Bone Lab, Moss Book 2, Red Matter 2, and Among Us VR.
Oh, I hope it's Among Us just for last year.
Has to be. Has to be. I do think that I reckon more than likely Among Us is probably going to take it.
I hope
So right, best action game: Bayonetta 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Neon White, Sifu, who's made by Slow Clap. That's what I said, Slow Clap there. And the one that should definitely win this category: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, but is it going to beat Modern Warfare? Let's be honest.
No.
Yeah. Or just
Is
being
it going to
honest.
beat Bayonetta 3? No.
Yeah. That's your two front runners right there.
Is it going to beat Neon White? Probably not either.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. It's a real shame. But
It
anyway.
is. It is.
So, best action adventure: Plague Tale, God of War Ragnarok, West, Stray, and Tune.
It will be God of War.
Yes. Best role-playing game: Elden Ring. This one was a bit of a surprise, actually. Live Alive.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Pokemon Legends Arceus, Triangle Strategy, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Oh, wow. Triangle Strategy or Elden Ring? Which one?
Again.
I said Triangle Strategy or Elden Ring. Which one?
Both are very much in the equation,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's going to be either.
You think it's going to be Xeno whatever?
Mm-hmm.
He has to do it because people have come down so hard on him.
They have, yeah. So, it's made it in for a reason. So I think it's going to make it.
That's a good point. Yeah, I can see that. What?
Best fighting.
Sifu.
I have a problem with this.
Okay, what's in it?
DNF Duel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R,
Okay.
King of Fighters 15,
Oh.
Versus, and Sifu.
What's gonna be Sifu? But holy crap! I just now realized.
No, it's not.
Why? What do you think it's gonna be? King of
because
Fighters?
this is a fighting game.
That's
Classic fighting game. This is the problem I have with it. Sifu Brawler, not a fighting game.
I was gonna say they don't specify brawler or fighter because when you say because I don't play fighting games and you said fighting game, I imagined brawlers until I realized when you were reading off the list, I was like, wait.
It says best fighting, not fighting game.
Yeah.
So there's only one game winning this.
King of Fighters.
Multiverses.
Oh. Probably yes.
The one that's taken the world by storm, being a free-to-play game. But I'd like King of Fighters to win this one.
Yeah.
Very, very. For what I've seen, it's a very well-designed game.
Yeah.
Still haven't bought it yet. I made the realization that I don't buy.
Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Wait.
Apart from Street Fighter.
There you are. Okay.
I said yeah. So thank you, Nana. He's put Sifu is not a fighting game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Nana.
It's a brawler.
He'd give it to DNF Duel, but DNF Duel's good, but I think it's multiverse. It's gonna be.
How many more? I'm getting sleepy. How many?
Yeah, I know.
More?
I'm just gonna. There's only a couple more that because this is so much longer than I thought.
That's what she said. Oh my gosh, I'm
anyway, okay, so we'll just run through a couple of quick categories.
Okay.
Like, not even gonna. So, best family game: Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Switch Sports, and Splatoon 3.
Nope.
Splatoon 3's winning that.
That or Mario Rabbids. But yeah.
Yep. Best sim or strategy: Dune Spice Wars, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Total War Warhammer 3, 2 Point Campers, and this is where Sparks of Hope wins that.
Yeah.
Best sports and racing: F1 2022, FIFA 23, NBA 2K 23, Gran Turismo 7, and Ollie Ollie World.
That's a difficult one.
F1 22.
I'm gonna take your word for it on that one.
Heard very, very good things about it from those. Um, anyway, so best multiplayer: Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Multiverses, Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge.
Which should win for Pete, but it won't be.
I'd vote it every time.
It'll be Modern Warfare.
Nah, this is where I think this is probably where Splatoon 3 wins this.
Oh yeah, they gotta give Splatoon something, don't they? Yeah.
Yep. Not touching on this one. Most anticipated is a pointless
So stupid
one. So I want to go to the one that caused the most amount of storm online because this is hilarious, and I think you know what's coming.
Go for it. Ha!
Content Creator of the Year.
Yes, I hate this category. But
Carl
yeah.
Jacobs, Ludwig, Noboru, QT Cinderella,
Oh.
and Nebellion.
So.
Freaking Nebellion, who doesn't even create content.
No, I mean he does, and they probably will. You know,
He's a news aggregator on Twitter. He's not even on Twitter anymore.
That's why they'll give it to him. And that's exactly it. Oh my gosh, his last tweet, I just was like, I'm so over you, dude. But as far as like actual content creators, I don't like QTC Cinderella just because, I mean, I do. It's wrong, I do. But I don't like QTC. Ludwig, or how do you say his name?
Ludwig, I think it is.
I
probably would go. I'd go with Ludwig because
he's fun.
But...
Yeah, he makes fun content. I like it.
No, I'm gonna go against Grain here. I'm afraid.
Oh.
I think the Bellion is actually gonna win it.
No, I think no.
As much of a joke as it is, I think he is gonna win it.
No, I absolutely agree with you, Pete. Absolutely.
Yeah.
People were like really like sad and stuff to see him go, and I'm like,
Yeah.
did you read his tweet?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like him anyway.
I did. Anyway, two final ones before we call it a day, because esports athlete, esports team, not going to go into those ones. Not our area of expertise, let's say.
Not anymore.
So, but best esports game: Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, Rocket League, and Valorant.
Valorant will get that.
Valorant will win it. And then we also have, we've got two more. So best adaptation: Arcane, League of Legends.
Do they mean game adaptation?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
So like adaptation into other media.
Oh, well, it wins for me, but go ahead.
Wrong. Because there's four very strong
Halo is not winning.
No. Wait, there are four strong ones and one that should never even be on the...
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
Arcane, League of Legends, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, The Cuphead Show, Uncharted, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Oh no, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is good.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is actually winning this then.
Probably, even though I feel like Arcane should, because Arcane's amazing and I love it.
So for those in the audience who
So
wonder
good.
what the one that shouldn't even be on this list, it's Uncharted because it's crap.
Yeah, it's crap. I'm so glad I didn't put Halo on there.
Yeah, me too. And then the final one, because we have to bring this one up because I think these games have done some great stuff this year. Innovation in accessibility.
Oh yes, that's a very important category.
As Dusk Falls, God of War Ragnarok, Return to Monkey Island, The Last of Us Part 1, and The Quarry. Now, from experience, I can tell you, the accessibility options in God of War Ragnarok, massive and amazing.
Yeah, I've heard great things.
I've currently got my subtitles being massive and differently coloured.
Oh, that's cool.
So the character names are in different colour to the actual dialogue as well, which is really cool.
I like that.
And there's a background behind it, so I can actually see it. So yeah, it's very good, even on the subtitle options.
Very, very cool. Okay.
If anything, I think that's the rudimentary. Let's give Last of Us an award of some sort.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It will do, but in all fairness, they did do some great accessibility options.
I mean, yeah, like for all the crap we give them, they are good at that. But oh my gosh, I'm dying, Pete.
I know, one more. That's
oh
it.
my gosh!
Yeah. No, this is the final one, I promise, because I just realised that it's one. Best esports event.
Used to be Overwatch.
2022 League of Legends World Championship, PGL Major Antwerp, 2022 Mid-Season Invitational, the Valorant Champions 2022, and EVO 2022.
Oh goodness.
Yay for EVO.
Yeah, Pete loves EVO.
But Valorant Championships are probably winning this, or the 2022 World Champs.
Yeah, I think Valorant, if I had to guess. Okay.
Either one of the two. I know. Let's call it a day, shall we?
Let's.
So, let me run through the chat.
Oh my gosh. Wait, you cut out.
I said let's check the chat.
Okay.
Check the chat. So Dr. Virtual came in and said, "Hi guys, how you doing? I haven't played Red Dead games all the way through before. I will do one day, and games before.
Yes.
I'd highly recommend God of War 2018 as a good start point." Yeah. Sorry, you cut out there. You just.
I'm just nodding.
Actually nodded.
I'm falling asleep now.
Okay, so Nana put indie categories are strong this year. I could see Cult of the Lamb taking indie, but this one will go to Neon White, as I saw so many people talking about the game. I think this is a little conversation that was happening between a couple of the viewers. So I'll go into that. Nana, I did mention this before. Seafood's not a fighting game, ladies and gentlemen, in block capital. Personally like DNF Duel to win that one. Dr. Virtual put, I love Splatoon 3. Brilliant game. Yeah. Haven't touched it since I was playing it. Anyway.
No.
How does Nintendo sweep this category every year? Because it always does.
Yeah.
He then put in big block capitals, if GT7 doesn't win Best Racing, then it clearly shows that Polyphony screwed the pooch. Well, that was my editorial on this comment.
Uh-huh.
And then he put, if Nibelian doesn't win, lol, should win, will win. Because Sonic will probably win, even though it might be the weakest besides Uncharted. How dare you? How dare you? Besides Uncharted in terms of being an actual adaptation. What? No. I'm gonna hard disagree with you, Nana. If you watch that film, you'll see so many references in terms of the story, visuals, everything to Sonic 2 and 3. Even something at the very end that brings in the adventure series. You know, that's all I'm saying on that one. Great film. Watched it 3 times now. Brilliant. Really enjoyed it. Look, the fact that he goes snowboarding down a hill is so reminiscent of Ice Cap Zone.
Oh my goodness, yes.
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 Every bit in that film is a nod to Sonic 2 and 3. It is a love letter to those games.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm passionate because I love it.
Yeah.
Dr. Virtual put, I don't like any of the Uncharted games. Wow, that's the first time I've ever heard anyone ever say that.
The first 3 are okay.
Yeah, I've never
2's good. I like
played them, so go on.
No, I was just saying, you should.
Okay. Yeah, so Nana put, I'm also going to say I think they might push some esports stuff into the actual show because I'm mad. Rock and Sock and Hulk said, thanks for the good show, sweet dreams, Kiley.
I am falling asleep right now.
And then Nana's just finished up by putting, I feel like Nintendo dropped the ball when it comes to updating games, to be honest, because they always just reach a point where they just forget. And that's kind of true. Splatoon's the only one where they actually post in at least 2 years worth of updates.
Yeah. Okay.
We're done.
We have to call it. I'm barely hanging on here. But we do thank you guys so much for joining us. We thank our listeners and our watchers. It's been a really good show. Pete, where can I find you on the internet?
So you can find me on Twitter, so long as it's still around,
Yep.
at Pete Beckett 1. You could also follow myself and Mr. Kurt Lewin on the Neville Watchers.
Yeah.
Kylie, what about you?
Go find me on Instagram, which is mostly just gym stuff. You'd probably be bored. It's food and gym stuff at Kiley Yellick. Yes. I am on Twitter, but Twitter's dying, and I just use it as my brain dump. So if you want to just nonsense, not a lot of game talk, at Kiley to Greet, KylieYTHTREET.
Wonderful.
I think that's gonna do it for us.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because my brain stopped working. But thank you for joining us, and we will see you and talk to you next week. Bye!
Catch you on the flip side, mofos.
That ends the podcast part. I'm not going to stick around very long for our after show because holy crap, Pete, I'm tired.
I know. I kept you a little bit longer than I was expecting on that one, so.
I'm tired and full of
My
whiskey.
bad. Yeah, I was going to say, it's definitely not, it's not actually my fault, more your fault.
It's partly my fault.
Partly?
Partly.
I did not force whiskey down your throat.
I don't have a good comeback. I was gonna.
Because there is no comeback to
not.
that.
No, I'm sleepy now. But
excellent. Love that. Also, did you happen to see what I posted in the Discord? I don't think you did.
No, I can't click on Discord. It'll
Oh,
crash.
yes, you can't.
No, not while we're streaming.
No, that's very true. Very true. So,
But-
in a moment. Well, I posted a new episode title.
Oh gosh. Oh dear. I'll have to see it as a surprise.
Yeah. Well, it was in relation to a comment that we did actually receive at the show, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But I changed it for something else because I thought it was more appropriate.
Oh, we're very inappropriate on the show. But anyway,
Yes.
I think we're gonna wrap it up. I would stick around, guys. I am very, very tired, and I have to get up early and go to the gym, and then
Oh, woe is me. I need to get up early to go and exercise.
yes,
Some of us got work.
I know. I do have work too. I just work differently. I'm built different. But also I'm having an American Thanksgiving on Thursday.
You're having a what? You're having a what?
American Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes, you are. God damn it. I was trying to work out why it was that we moved planning to Wednesday, right? Thursday.
Yeah.
And I was sat there, was like, oh, I'm busy on Thursday. What am I doing? Why can't I do it? And I went, and I couldn't remember for the life of
Yep,
it now.
that's why.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I'm having a bunch of friends over.
Shows how much I care about you, really.
But that means that I won't stream Goat Simulator on Thursday because my Thursday's gone, dead.
Yeah,
It's dead.
of course.
I'll be so full of turkey and wine. It'll be wonderful. But at some point I will see all of you guys this week. And hopefully Pete will be joining me. And it'll just be me. Goat Simulator is not a normal game. It'll just be me giggling the whole time. Like, that's it. Oh, I love it so much.
Look, I will make sure that I get it downloaded ready
Yes.
this week if I can.
We'll shoot for Wednesday, but that's not hard and fast set in stone.
Oh yeah, because we're doing our planning anyway. So
Exactly. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but we'll see.
Yeah, just remind me not to put my trainers on and go walk.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna go now.
Sweet.
I go.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, Nana put thank you for talking about the Yuji Naka stuff.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Bye bye.